Mike Jurgensen is one of the most prolific songwriters in the business in Florida. A lot of you might remember him back from the Myriad days. And he has a unique qualification right now. He won this year's Will McLean Florida Song Contest with his song Florida's Blessings. And it makes him the first person ever to win two first place. This is his second first place award in the songwriting contest. And there have been some heavy-duty songwriters in that contest over the years. And we did have a brief emergency, but just to show you how things work here, we had a little boy named Jody whose parents were lost. But some really well-meaning people found Jody, and they said, "Where did you last see your parents?" And he said, "There was a lot of cow poop." So they took him out to the rough camping area, and Jody and his parents have been reunited now, and everything's cool. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mike Jurgensen.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Jan. This first song is one that it's my most recent song, actually. And I don't know if Bert Golub is out there somewhere. Hopefully he is. But Bert's a local dentist in Newport Richey, and he also works with a scout troop there, and he's an amateur archaeologist. And he uncovered or found out about an old homestead that was in the middle of the J.B. Starkey Park in Pasco County not too long ago. And he took it on as a project with his scout troop to go in and turn it into an exhibit. So it was the homestead of an old gentleman named James McNeil, who lived in the late 1800s. And Bert approached me and said, this is a place that deserves a folk song. So he asked if I could try to write a song about it. And thanks to Bert for all of the valuable information that he provided to me, and his troop and everything. They had a dedication of the exhibit not too long ago, and it was really a neat event. And if you ever get over to J.B. Starkey Park, check out the exhibit. It's really a slice of Florida history. This is called The Ghost of James McNeil. My name is James McNeil, and this land was once mine. I own 61 acres covered with live oak and pine. Paid 90 cents an acre for the deed in 82. Money was hard earned and my dreams, they were too. I was born in Marion County in 1843. At 18 I enlisted in Florida's 1st Cavalry. I went to fight the Union with my buddies by my side. Was there when Lee surrendered at Appomattox in April '65. And I killed my share of soldiers, and I struggled with disease. And I fought 'em in Virginia, and I fought in Tennessee. And when the war was over, I came home to farm these fields. And what you see before you now is the home of the ghost of James McNeil. With my wife and daughter and 2 sons, I farmed this land. Sank our family's roots and hopes deep in this Florida sand. Our lives were hard and humble. We was poor, but we was proud. When we died, we left behind the ruins that lay before you now. And this is where we built our home, where we now live again. And over there is where the chickens and the goats were penned. This gravesite marks the place we laid our little Maddie down. Martha followed after her and left me on my own. In 1905 I sold my home and land and walked away. I was old and sick, the well was dry, there was kids I built I had to pay. Soldier's pension weren't enough to keep me in the clear. I tell you though that when I left, my spirit stayed right here. And now these woods are filled with people's voices once again. Please say a little prayer for my Maddie, will you, friend? And pay your last respects to Martha also, if you please. Take away a sense of Florida's history when you leave. And for a moment as you're passing through here, stand real still. You just might hear the whisper of the ghost of James McNeil. Thank you. Thanks, Bert, if you're out there. This next song is a song that, this isn't a Florida song, but it's a song that's near and dear to my heart. It was inspired by a song called The Dutchman, written by Michael Smith, and it's called Margaret. Sits out on the front porch most every afternoon. The autumn chill is welcome, the winter's coming soon. He rocks slowly in his wheelchair and hums old Gershwin tunes till they come and shake him gently and take him back up to his room. And the scene's repeated daily, always the same routine, while others sit close by him, they're lost in their own dreams. Visitors come rarely, with boredom in between, so he slips away a little more each day to where he's been. We were young all our lives, and we lived every day. When we danced, my sweet Margaret, every head turned our way. Every night when I held you, our cares slipped away. Oh, I miss you, sweet Margaret, I'm with you today. In the early years they struggled, trusted God would make things right, and they could laugh through all the troubles as they held each other tight. And they danced most every evening by the fire's dwindling light. It's been 2 years since she left him on a cold New England night. We were young all our lives, and we lived every day. When we danced, my sweet Margaret, every head turned our way. Every night when I held you, our cares slipped away. Oh, I miss you, sweet Margaret, but I'm with you today. We were one for so long, you were there every day. Please stay with me always, sweet Margaret, I pray. And we'll dance 'neath the moonlight till night fades away, and I'll never be lonely. Sweet Margaret, please stay. Two lifelong lovers parted, now he lives in memories. Broken glasses on the stone hearth, hears her laughter in the breeze. Autumn nights like this were favorites. He smiles because he sees that she's right there on the front porch, waiting just out of his reach. We were young all our lives, and we lived every day. When we danced, my sweet Margaret, every head turned our way. Every night when I held you, our cares slipped away. Oh, I miss you, sweet Margaret, but I'm with you today. Oh, I miss you, sweet Margaret, please take me away. Thank you. This next song is for Mark and Alma. This is a song I wrote for my son Ian, who's off at Flagler College, and he's in a show this weekend. He's in a production of The Tempest over there, and he realized after he got into the show that Willfest was this weekend, and he was totally bummed out that he couldn't be here. But I wrote this song for him, I don't know, 4 years ago, something like that. But it's about fishing. We've got a little Boston whaler that we bought a while back. He talked us into it, and best investment we ever made. It's called Let's Go Fishing. Seems these days I know what you're thinking. That coy little smile I can see right through. 'Cause I know you wanna go fishing, I wanna go fishing too. You know these catches will stay with us always, and this bond lasts a lifetime too. 'Cause me and Mom, and maybe even sister, wanna go fishing with you. Let's go fishing in our little whaler. We'll be together this whole day through. In stormy weather, you know we can sail her. We're quite the adventurous crew. Tie a knot to fasten your leader. Know them all, took the classes too. Pick the lure, you sure will deceive her, and cast way out in the blue. Trout and redfish, snook and snapper, there's many species in the flats we'll see. And we'll go deeper for kingfish and grouper. Come spend some time with me. We'll go fishing in our little whaler. We'll be together this whole day through. You'll be the captain sooner or later. Life is preparing for you. Set the hook, your heart beats faster. Reel her in, I will take the picture. And I know that you will release her. You've got a heart that won't let you keep her. Let's go fishing in our little whaler. We'll be together this whole day through. Have I told you you're a model sailor, and your dad's proud of you? Let's go fishing. Let's make some memories time won't undo. Let's go fishing. It's so important this time with you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I already played earlier the song that I won for this year, and if you want to hear it, you can hear it. You can hear it at the. I wanted to play another my Tarpon Springs song. because I haven't played this over here yet. But this is a song that I wrote about the Greek heritage and tradition in Tarpon Springs with the sponge diving industry and all of the wonderful history that exists there. The song was co-written by a good friend of mine, Nick Toth, who provided the Greek phrases that are in the song. This is called The Golden Fleece of Tarpon Springs. They came from Grecian islands, consumed by sacred fire that burned inside their chests where they roamed, reminding them of wives and children, families left behind when they sailed away from their ancestral home. From Kalymnos and Halki, Carpathos, Nemean coasts, guided by St. Nicholas, crossed the sea. They came at last to their new home on Florida's west coast, to Tarpon Springs where they made history. And like Jason and the Argonauts and brave Ulysses too, they're called to seek their destinies like all Greek heroes do. And they made their home in Florida, but always longed for Greece when they sailed the Gulf of Mexico to find the golden fleece. Simple men and innocent, courageous without fear, weathered by the sun and by the seas, with hearts forged from Hellenic fires for 7,000 years. The Spongers were a fierce, determined breed. From Anclote Key they sailed their boats, for 6 months they'd be gone to harvest sponges beneath the blue-green waves. From bends and drowning sharks and gales and blistering heat of sun, many young men went to watery graves. But they built the town and brought their wives and families that'll live and embrace the wealth and freedom this new country had to give. And they're anchored by the heritage they left behind in Greece when they came to live in Tarpon Springs to fish the golden fleece. Father, now please sanctify the waters for our souls. Epiphany's past, the Glendy's done, and now it's time to go. The young man who retrieved the cross sails with us at the dawn. Bless him and us and all our boats, pray for us while we're gone. Eυλόγησε τον πλοιάρχος και όλους των πλοίων, ευλόγησε τον πλήρωμα να βρούμε τον καλό. For we've sailed the blue Aegean and the Gulf of Mexico, and the sea will always beckon us, and we will always go. And St. Nicholas guards the mariner, Poseidon guards the seas, and with God's good grace and with your prayers, we'll find the golden fleece. Thank you very much.